Welcome to the Astrological Weather Report. My name is Daniel Fiverson. I present these forecasts regularly, and you can have them delivered directly to your inbox by emailing me or subscribing to my newsletter on my website, evolutionaryastrologer.net. February forecast: New self-empowered beginnings. This month is saturated by hyperactive Aquarian energy, even later as the sun moves into Pisces. We generally perceive the deep water of Pisces as soothing and comforting. This month, the primal energies around us are not likely to be soothed by calm waters. Besides inner calm, Pisces also brings uncertainty, overwhelmed by confusion, and teetering on a precipice. This month's cosmic energies will be a heady mix of Aquarian nonconformity, Uranian disruption, rogue behavior from Eris, and Plutonian karmic release. As they transit through Capricorn, all three personal inner planets, Mercury, Venus, and Mars, will experience a stressful last quarter square with Eris and Aries. Eris is a no-holds-barred personality, but her anger is not random or without forethought. Her unbridled wrath is calculated, carefully considered, and consciously directed at whatever she perceives as injustice, inequity, or intolerance. All three inner planets will perfect to a crisis in consciousness square to Eris, a term coined by Dane Rudhyar. Mercury in Capricorn on February 1st, Venus in Capricorn follows today, February 5th, and Venus in Capricorn on February 11th. Capricorns often appear confident and in control, but insecurity and depression can sometimes undermine their confidence. Ruled by Saturn, Capricorn works our agendas, seeking to accomplish and establish our program of directives and goals. Saturn is in Pisces and can potentially succumb to worry and depression. Each of these planets, whose proximity is closest to the Earth, will lay the groundwork for future development. Some will be forward-thinking, some will not. Planets have a wide range of expression within their scope of their archetype, from distortion to enlightenment. Mercury expresses through our voice, its timbre, our vocabulary, and the narratives we tell ourselves and others. Venus maintains the agenda of our essential values and their resulting priorities. Mars initiates our choices, our conduct, and our behavior. As this trio of personal planets move into Aquarius one by one, they will then conjoin Pluto. Mercury today on February 5th, Mars on February 14th, and Venus on February 22nd. Aquarius interrupts and disrupts the status quo, intending to replace the existing platforms and structures created by Saturn that are deemed outmoded. The conjunctions to Pluto will initiate new self-empowering policies and agendas. There's potential for power struggles over the agendas and the methodologies. The squares to Eris will produce crises that demand the resolution of unresolved issues and circumstances for matters close to us personally and collectively. The glancing blows to Eris could quickly become confrontational. Be careful of things said or done in anger, or from feeling compartmentalized or ignored. The proximity of Eris to the Aries lunar north node potentiates the need for continued effort and attention to work on the self. Eris's impact will most likely be unexpected and challenging, dramatically capturing our attention. A new moon occurs a few days later on February 9th at 21 degrees Aquarius. Uranus underscores the lunation in Taurus. The transit of Uranus through Taurus, Venus's inner expression, corresponds to our relationship with ourselves and what is essential for our survival. Its current transit has delivered non-negotiable awareness in crisis after crisis since the 2020s began. An air, an air grand trine links the luminaries with this lunar south node and the conjunction of asteroids Vesta and Astrea in Gemini. News headlines and conversations swirl around issues regarding personal authenticity and perceived injustice. A waning last quarter square from the Sun and Moon to Uranus rattles our cage, encouraging increasing attention and self-reliance regarding maintain whatever we deem essential for ourselves in the world. On February 22nd, Venus and Mars will conjoin at 7 degrees of Aquarius, beginning a new 2-year relationship cycle. The conjunction separates from a new phase conjunction with Pluto. Relationships can find new objectivity, reactivate, be re-empowered, grow, and transform. New ways of sharing and balancing power can be realized. Old habitual emotional patterns can be resolved and reworked. There is potential to learn how to nurture each other, our community, and the planet in new ways. A palpable sense of destiny permeates this celestial moment. Higher knowledge is available and accessible to help us grow emotionally and spiritually. The full moon occurs on February 24th at 6 degrees of Virgo. The moon anchors an Earth grand trine with Jupiter in Taurus and Ceres in Capricorn. Our work on ourselves is supported and encouraged, as is taking responsibility for our self-care. Tune in and pay attention to your still, small voice within. Sidestep and diffuse power struggles as they arise. Maintain your balance when others trigger you. Speak compassionately and truthfully. Accept responsibility for who you are, the good and maybe not so good. Work toward a future that includes increased self-awareness. Find homeopathic remedies to heal what needs to be healed, body, mind, and soul. Create new forms of self-expression that expresses your sacred inner space. Spaceship Earth is currently headed where no man has gone before. Beam us up, Scotty. This is a YouTube I recently presented for Kepler College. It details the core philosophy, concepts, and principles of evolutionary astrology as taught by Jeffrey Wolf Green. I encourage you to listen to it. It has had quite a warm welcome and high marks from the Kepler community. This is how you can reach me. My readings help you find your purpose and live your passion. You can read more about Astro News on my website, evolutionaryastrology.net. My YouTubes are at youtube.com/@DanielFiverson, and you can book a reading by emailing me at daniel@evolutionaryastrology.net or calling me at 505-930-2748. Many of my clients have told me time after time that I have told them something that no one has told them before. See you next time. Namaste.